I'm just listening background. Probably should mute my audio again for this, but I don't suppose it matters too much. But the trouble is, if I mute my audio, every time I start the damn thing, it's muted again. So I'm doing the second array, so I've got to line these pins up. Got to line these steel pins up with the holes on that bottom section. You're probably wondering why I didn't do this all in one, why I didn't print these rings at the same time I printed the stator. Well, that's because it takes a long time, and the longer the stator, I better pause that video actually. The longer the stator's on the print bed, the more it warps. That's why I printed this separately, and I printed the rings separately, because each one of these rings is like an extra 10 hours, and I didn't want to do a print job that would last several days. So what I've got to do is, first of all, is line up the pins to get it started in the holes, and which is really rather awkward once you get it started. So what I've got to do is yeah, this is really awkward, really awkward. And it's just once you get one pin in, that one's gone in, one pin's in, then another pin's in. I push them from the top, you see, and if that doesn't line up, and my fingers are chewed up really bad because of all this sharp metal, and so I'm basically pushing these pins in one by one. There we go. Once you get the pins located in the holes, then then I have to tap it with a hammer basically, but I'm just manually locating them at the moment. I don't know if that's in or not, but let's try the next one. That one's going in, so this one should go in. Right. So this one's been awkward here. So when you get an awkward one like that, the only way really is a bit of brute force. And if that doesn't work, then I've got to back the pin out and put my drill down there. But can't really do that until I get this plastic closer to the stator. I've got indigestion now. Yeah. So sometimes just by moving them about with a screwdriver I can get them to go in. I'll get the pliers. Just getting them lined up really. There's a burr. There's usually a burr on the end, you see, and it's that burr. It would have helped if I'd ground them with my grinder and put a point on them, I suppose, but well, I'll just get the others that go in, because once you get the others that go in, it helps to line up the ones that are being awkward. Ow! God, I hurt my fingernail then. So that one is probably wants to go that way a bit. Yeah. I'm breaking my screwdriver again. I just broke a screwdriver in half the other day, and I had to super glue it back together again. Let me find a different tool. Oh, I'll use this. Oh, that's too big. Hang on a minute. Oh shit. I just bent that other one. I just realised what I did. I acetoned this ring, and I've just realised I bent it. be alright if I can get it located. Just get this located and get some pins over here located. Oh. It's still a bit soft, you see. I wanted it soft because when it's soft it helps to get things lined up. Once the plastic becomes rigid and you try to force something, you've got a high probability of breaking it, you know, splitting it or something. So if I could do every other pin, let me just do that. See if I can. This screwdriver's too big. Have I got another screwdriver? Oh yeah, I'll use that one. That's these things are really sharp, so I just can't press them with my fingers. It might help to use my... Oh, let me try using that screwdriver. This is another electronic one. I got two of them. I broke that one in half. It still works though. I don't want to break this one as well. So I'll hold it further down. Let's see. Going in. Just gonna have to go around one by one. I'll use this big one. Once I get them located, the rest is easy. That one is not located. Oh! I can see where it wants to go. It wants to go this way a bit. You can see why this is taking a long time. Got you. You're in the hole. There's not much margin for error. If I'm 0.1 or 0.2 millimeter out, it won't go in the hole. I'm trying to keep my fingers away from them damn things because they're bloody sharp. Ah, got you. See, when I've got them in, I plan to grind them down. And that one almost wants to start. I think it wants to go inwards this way. Yeah, using the big screwdriver. That's why it's not going in. come on. This is all gone manky, but it's okay, it'll shape up once I get it straight in there. That pin is being a real pain, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it. Which one is it? Is it? Twist it until I can get it in the hole. Push it down. Ah, it's gone in, that one has. Good. Right, I'll try this one as well. Twist. That's gone in too. Cool. I just need to twist them sometimes. Ouch. Let's see if we're lined up. Oh, I see. Okay, it wants to go that way. I know what it's probably caused. It's the plastic is this plastic has expanded with the acetone, and so it's caused the holes to be out of alignment slightly. Back it out. It wants to go that way a bit. Maybe I can just pull it with my pliers. Yeah, that'll work. Pull it that way a bit. Actually, I did make a slight alteration to the model as well, so that's not helping. I mean, the holes slightly, I adjusted them by 0.1mm. It doesn't seem like a lot, but I tell you, well, I brought the holes in a fraction on this, but it shouldn't make a great deal of difference because the holes, when I drilled them out to clean the holes out, they tend to move around a bit anyway. I just push that one down. I think it's in, that one. Yeah, I think so. Nearly. It's just mastering a technique. That one's gone in. Let me get my hammer. Oops, missed that one. Just going around here to get this. You see, it's at an angle, and when it's at an angle, it causes the holes over here not to line up. Oh, that's coming out. So, get this plastic laying down flatter. So if I push it down further, I need to pull these pins back a bit, the ones that aren't in the hole. Now we should get them in easier now. I'm getting there. Huh. I think everybody's in bed right now. It's 4 AM. I like it when it's quiet. Come on, get in the hole. And think better. I had to repair this earlier with some plastic because the hole was too big. It's still soft. And obviously the reason why I didn't stick the plastic on first and then stick the pins all in is alignment issues. Getting them all lined up. It's just easier to do it this way. There we go. I love it when they pop in. Easy. There we go. I don't want to force them in with a hammer really. I knock them in with a hammer because they're already in the hole. Once I get them started, wow, gotta be careful because these things are like nails and you can really cut your hands up bad on them. Oh, I like that one. We're getting there now. We are getting there, we are winning. Oh, what I really need is my very old... Yeah, that'll work, I think. These things don't, these old tools, they're so old, they don't break, they're very reliable. I think this is made out of Paxlin, no, not Paxlin, I think it's made out of Bakelite, this thing I'm holding. Very old. Used to be part of a washing machine, a sewing machine, a very old sewing machine on that. It was my grandma's, I think. I think it was anyway, I'm not sure. I was too little to remember. Probably older than me. Come on, line up. Let's get my... I dropped my pliers, there they are. Let's see if I can get this in the hole. This way. Yeah. That worked. Yeah, that worked. This is definitely working better. Finding the best technique to do it. Nearly there. It takes about half an hour to cut all these pins. 2 full length welding rods. No, 3 actually, I think it is. This particular configuration, this arrangement, there's about 3 to 4 different ways of driving it. Well, the segments. So it's definitely useful because I have 2 or 3 different ways of applying the magnetic flux through here and switching it, because you see that the individual pins can be biased either north polarity or south polarity from the top. So if the segments are running underneath and I actually stick some magnets on the top like this, stationary magnets, I can bias what comes out the other end down here to adjust the timing. So the stator, this particular stator design, I've done it on purpose like this, so I've got multiple steps of adjusting the biasing, multiple positions. we're getting that. I ain't got far to go actually. The last bit is always the easy part, as you can see. Yeah, I knew when I did the middle one. The bit that sticks out the bottom's got to be ground off later on. I'll probably do that with my diamond cutting wheel. The reason that was so hard, this bit, is because of the acetone. It had gone really soft and the pins had got out of alignment, but this bit's perfectly lined up. Once I get these in the holes, the fun part. Right, we've got them all in the holes, and now it's the fun part. You see there's a gap all the way around at the moment where the pins are in the holes but this plastic's high up. So what we do now is we just go around like this. I'll try and give you a good view. Just keep going around until this plastic meets up with that plastic down there. I can't knock it too far because these pins won't go all the way through, because they might start knocking these things off the back if I go too far down. So just want to get level at the moment. Without damaging it. I don't know if you can see properly. Just a bit at a time. Oh, we're getting there. I'll try to move the camera so that when I've got a good view, you've got a good view. Let's move you around here. I've got plastic on me. My wire's a bit short. Hang on. So, yeah, this is a bit awkward. Trying to get the camera angle right, and it really wants resting on my knee. It won't bounce around so much. Is that viewable? Yeah. I am probably going to knock some of the pins off the back, which is okay if I can knock them back again. I'll glue them back in again. But haven't knocked any pins off the back yet. No. I really need to let the plastic dry out a bit more and push it down actually. I'll try that, but it's still a bit too soft to move it around because it might distort on me, and I don't want to do that. Got it even all the way around. If you want, the plastic part is simply to hold the pin straight so that they don't, you know, and so you don't have pins cockeyed like this and one point that way, one point this way. It's just to keep the pins aligned really. It's to give it support. So it's not structurally very strong, it's just, it's actually pretty thin as this rim. Just to measure it, I'll show you calipers on it. It's this rim is 3.61 millimeters thick, and the steel rods are 2 millimeters thick. Well, actually, technically, I think they're about, what are they? 1.58 millimeters thick. This welding rod stuff. It's supposed to be 2 millimeters, but it's a little bit undersized. I haven't knocked anything off yet. Surprisingly, no. Good. It didn't happen with this one, the middle one, because this middle one, the pins are actually inside. They don't come into contact directly with these rods. They're actually on this rim here, the inside ones. They're just very close. So, based on how high these stand, I've got to be careful, because I'm going to get to a point where it's going to start knocking my rods up inside, and when I get to that point, I need to just start pushing this plastic down. I can try that, but I don't want to break anything. See if I can push the plastic down. It's too hard. Let's try. I'm trying to get, I've got a notch in the screwdriver. I'm trying to get it around a pin and push down. It's too hard to get it down right now. Oh, it's moving. Oh yeah, it's definitely moving. Ow! Slipped off. My main objective is to get this plastic right down. I could squirt acetone on it, that would make it really slippery and it would go down easy, but it's already soaked with acetone, so I don't want it to be too soft. It's already quite soft as it is. This bit's very soft here. It might crunch up on me if I'm not careful. But it actually, because it's so soft, it should go down easy. Yeah. Well, I don't want to double it up and make it fat. That would be not good. Yeah, look, it's zigzag. It's going deformed there. So it's too saturated. Uh-oh. I can push it down at this point. I've got to be very, very careful. When it dries and it gets hard, it's more chance of it cracking on me and breaking, but it would probably slide easier. It's going anyway. Just a bit at a time. Once I get this plastic flush with that, I'll just let it dry and I'll knock the pins in the rest of the way when it's fully dried out. Ideally I'll need to put this, look to my, I've knocked two of my pins out here, look. The ones on the inside, it's a bit sharp. The ones on the inside are knocked in, because I was pressing down on here as well. So, I'm about here. Actually, I can knock them pins down a bit more. Uh-oh, I think I felt something move. Maybe not. That little hook in my screwdriver, it just stops me from slipping off, like sideways. This acetone. I had plastic with earlier on. I've got all this dust in my chest. The vacuum's been around. This great big massive spider came out. Scared the shit out of me. It was a massive spider. So I got the vacuum to go around. Oh, there we go. Again. Churned up a load of dust, and ever since then I've been coughing my guts out. Oh yeah, it's gone down now. Because I've got to bond this to that. Oh, we're there, I think. Just this bit on this side to go down. Nearly there. Hooked up then. This is the soft bit. I slipped off it, it's too soft. I just ripped it there. So I can mend it with the acid, with plastic glue. I can't get this down. It won't go down. What I could do is... Oh, it's going now. It's going slowly. Oops, that's too soft. What I could do is put a bit more acetone on it. I don't really want to do that, but gotta keep knocking these two pins out here. Keep catching them on the back. I don't want to catch my hands on the back here. Hang on. Oh dear me. Oh dear. Actually, it's so soft I should be able to push it down like this. I definitely can't use heat because heat will bubble it up. And then we'll have rubbing problems because basically the segments that's how much clearance we've got, not much. I've actually been modifying the segments so that we'll have better clearance. It's only about 2mm, so it's very precise. This, it's got to be right, but the good thing is with it being so soft I can squeeze it together while it's in a malleable state. It's going down bit by bit by bit. We're nearly there. This bit's alright, it's this bit here that's really spongy. The reason I put so much acetone on this part is because the holes, when I drilled them out to clear the hole out, the hole came out the side. So I had to inject plastic. I had to inject plastic back in the hole, let it dry a bit, then push the pin through at an angle to correct for the misalignment of the hole. You can see that that pin there is too far in, but because it's so soft I can push it out and line it up where it's straight again with the others. Just a bit of a mishap there, but it's not a big deal. I'm not going to spend another 12 hours printing that thing, that's for sure, because that's pretty much how much it took, 12 hours to print that damn thing. I thought this was the inner ring as well. I've still got the outer ring to do. Mind you, luckily the outer ring is in 3 sections, so I can print each third section individually if I want to do. So it won't take so long. Nearly there. Oops, soft spot again. Keep getting hooked up on my t-shirt, whatever you want to call it. Let's try pushing it down here. Jesus, did I gash myself? I think I got lucky that time. Another soft spot. I'll just get my pliers on there. If I squeeze it, because it's like putty, this plastic here. Push it down a bit more, come on. It's got to meet up with this disc, otherwise I can't stick it to it. I could put glue around there, it would shrink and pull it in, I suppose. Plastic glue. Oh, it's going in, it's going down. Ouch. These pins are sticking in my trouser. Ah, that's better. I'm getting you now. Oh yeah, wiggle about like that. That's working. I haven't had to do that before. If I wiggle it, it goes. Right. How are we doing? I think we're just about there. Got to be perfectly lined up, otherwise it's going to be totally a disaster. It shouldn't be. It should be fine. Let's see. There's actually a magnet in the bottom of there, so it's. I think we'll be alright. My fingers are going to need a day or two to heal up because I've got blisters and plastic all over me. Now they're too dry. I am going to get some sleep in a bit. I'm really knackered. I'm doing basically one ring a day. Because it's just a lot of farting about. These pins are still out all the way home, so what I need to do is rest this on a flat surface. Them flipping pins keep popping up again. Rest this on a flat surface. I don't know about these middle pins here. Because that way the copper bars are less likely to get pushed all the way out, and I need something like rubber mat or something really underneath. Then tap these home a little bit until they come to a stop, basically. I could tap them gently. Actually, I could just push them, I suppose. Yeah, I could try pushing them without knocking that pin thing out. Oop, just to get. I can put my finger on the back, you see, and feel when it's coming to a stop. The hammer is a little bit too aggressive. Yeah, just pushing them is probably the best way. pretty sure that some of these pins need to be hit with a hammer. Maybe not, I don't know. Let's do a test. I'll stick my magnet on the back. I'll see how coupled these are. Oh, they're definitely coupled. It drops off here. Right, interestingly, that part which I thought I'd got down is backed out again. You know what I'm going to have to do? I am going to have to put some glue in there that will pull it down. So I'm going to get some of my plastic glue and I'm going to fill that gap down here. That will pull it down. Because this stuff shrinks, you see, and as it shrinks it will pull this plastic down. Right, so that will sort the problem out. Because this is the soft bit, so it'll all dry evenly, and God, I got lucky that time. Sometimes it takes me ages to get that wire in the hole. Right, some acetone. I'm going to have to use a bit more because it might slip it down better. I don't know. There we go. Right, that will keep pulling it down. I need to acetone the rest of this around to the edge, so I'm going to go all the way around now. I think I've blocked the end up. No, I haven't. That'll be bonded on now when it dries. Right. It went down easy now. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll put this in the plastic bag, which is this thing for now, to dry extremely slowly so it doesn't warp, and that way the acetone will equalise all the way through the plastic and it won't curl up at one end and be all distorted, and which is what, oh damn it, where's my wire gone? I've dropped it on the floor, I think. Can't see it. Where's the wire gone? Oh, I'm using the flipping acetone, aren't I? Silly me, there's no needle in that one. See, I told you I'm tired. Right. Yeah, that'll work. I'll sort them pins out later. I can knock them further down, knock them home if they need to be when it's dried. Less likelihood of me knocking these off as well if I let it dry, because these will dry. These will be harder. Just these other ones that have come out. I don't like these sticking out because I like to have one smooth surface, because otherwise it rips a hole in my pants. Yeah, see, I stuck this middle ring onto this disc yesterday. That's already permanently attached to it now. So when I've got all these done, I'm just going to grind all this metal down so that they're all the same height. Well, kind of flush with the plastic anyway. I'll probably use the big grinder for that, because I can just basically go around like this and with the grind wheel on there and just basically bring them down, because otherwise I'll have to snip them off with my metal shears, and these things are not going to go in between individual ones until I've got a gap anyway. And it's better, I could just cut them off with a diamond cutting wheel, a mini one. I don't know if that one's going to knock in a bit. I think it's just too long. Oh yeah, it won't go in anyway. I think I'm hitting against the back of here. They're in far enough. Actually, let me just check. Here's one. This is the length. This is how long the pins are. If I go like that. Yeah, they're definitely through. Because if I compare the length of these pins, this pin, some of these pins are actually a bit longer. It actually is to the surface. So yeah, we're actually, if I actually hold that pin flush with the surface of that, those pins are basically home. They can't go much further down. Yeah. Right. I have to repair that. I knocked a piece out there. Right. Yeah, we're all done for now. I'll leave that in there for a couple of days. Got them wires getting caught to the plastic. I'm trying not to make holes in it. I'll leave that to dry nice and slowly. Oh, maybe I should fold that up to the top. Acetone's heavier than air, so I need to leave that like that for a couple of days. I might clamp it to the fridge actually with magnets. I think I'll probably do that. Okie dokie. See you later.